Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. My name is Vicki Dillard, and you are tuned in to the Vicki Show right here on my own personal channel at vickydillard.tv. Thank you so much for tuning in, beloved. I am so pleased that you have joined me here on my own channel today. So many of you know over the years I have helped to build prominent platforms, businesses, and brands. So I am starting to give more attention to my own channel here at vickydillard.tv. So thank you so much for letting everybody know that they can find me here live weekly at vickydillard.tv. I know I popped up on you. I see some folks joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us, dear family. I've got to be very, very quick. I literally have somebody right out of the door here that's waiting for me to go run some errands, but I wanted to tap in with you today because I was taking care of myself and some other business throughout the week. So, beloved, be sure to give us a big thumbs up, share the broadcast. If you are just tuned in, I am Vicki Dillard. As I mentioned before, I am an online alternative media voice and media personality, and I'm also a spiritual teacher. I want you to be sure to join my email list at vickyplanet.com. That's my website. Y'all, I am so proud of my website. This is it here. When you go to vickyplanet.com, oh, that's not the best look, but anyway, vickyplanet.com, and you'll see, dear family, let me see if I can get this close. I know this light has a real glare on it, but I've got my upcoming school coming up soon. You see that? Introducing the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. That's going to be my new monthly mastermind school. I know you all have seen my mastermind school under different names like Club Vicki and other such things, but there's going to be some announcements made about why there's going to be legal transitions and some other things I'm going to have to let the public know about, things that I do not control and some other things, but I have to cross my T's and dot my I's. So family, through with my business and legal team. So more announcements are coming up. But in the meantime, the Vicki Dillard Mystery School is going to launch. You can go to my website, join my email list. So that way, when it is live in the upcoming days, you are aware of it. By the way, my ancestor webinar is already being scheduled. My next one, this last one was absolutely amazing. And shout out to my moderator, Aquarius. Hey, Precious. She's so faithful. Family, my moderator, by the way, our moderators are in blue. So just be sure to check out what they're saying to you in the chat. Important information. Talk black to me. So family, peace to you. Peace, peace, family, peace. My spiritual school, the Vicki Dillard Mystery School, is going to be important metaphysical spiritual information. This is not a religious group. This is not a religious convening. The information I share is information from the spiritual realm that I channel. I know that's a part of my unique purpose on earth. Let me tell you why this is so important, especially in these times. The way we're going to overcome the extraordinary neocons and the oppressive elites that control the masses of the people, that control the global population, is our supernatural power. And it's not our religious power. I said it's our supernatural power. Vicki, you look like a black Barbie doll. Thank you, Precious. Vicki, I love your jewelry. Thank you so much, Precious. Thank you all for your very kind compliments. Our ancient mystics, our ancient mothers and fathers, our ancient philosophers have known this since the beginning of time. It is just your modern metaphysicians, your modern scientists, your modern quantum physicists that have come to the recent conclusion that everything you see came from everything you can't see. Did you hear what I just said? Miss Sharice Flemings Wood, she's highlighted in blue. She's one of the moderators. She said the last Ancestors webinar, she said, I called it the summit, was out of this world. Woo! Let me hit the gavel on that. She's absolutely right. By the way, family, if you missed it, you can get the replay for a limited time. If you missed it, you can get the replay for a limited time. I'm going to put that link. I'm going to call myself putting the link in the chat. And then if one of our beautiful mods can just make sure that they repost it, I'm putting the link in there right now. So this link is the replay for the Ancestors webinar that took place. Y'all, it was supposed to be 2 hours. Me and Brother Rod Hayes. Family, it was 3.5 hours. I have done rituals and offerings for a couple of weeks prior to even the Ancestors webinar on your behalf and your unseen court's behalf. And I did some very intense work this week, which is another reason you didn't see me very much. balancing that with my health on your family's behalf, and I'm sealing out the last of the rituals. Can you believe that? Days after it's over, work is being done on your family, you and your family's behalf. You've got to know that you're in a prime position. So not only are you getting the logical head knowledge, the conscious knowledge that you need to understand the power and the codes that's already in your royal bloodline, but you can rest assured right now that somebody on your behalf has done some spiritual work, because everything you see came from everything you can't see. What do you mean by that? Everything that we see in the physical realm, in the 3D realm, the manifestation realm, is made up of the unseen first. So if you put a greater emphasis on the unseen, if you put a greater emphasis on the spiritual, if you shape and intensify your spiritual life, do you know that you will exert greater control and have greater agency over your seen world? It doesn't mean that you, in and of yourself, control every single force and energy and power and entity. It just means that once you become greater in the spiritual realm, you can connect with greater alliances and partnerships in the unseen dimensions so that you can have a greater effect on earth. Don't play with it. How many of you all know on the earth, if you're in the United States, and for example, we have a such thing as a federal government. Yes, federal jurisdiction. That's national. That involves all 50 states. Yes. Then you have state laws, rules, regulations, and jurisdictions. Then you have local or county jurisdictions. Those things exist all at the same time. And how many of you all know that there are laws, rules, and regulations that govern each of them? And you have to be able to maintain each of those laws at the same time. Well, it's similar in the spirit realm. I'm just giving you Vicki Dillard Mystery School. There are other jurisdictions and powers and forces that are at work, whether you know it or not. And when you understand some of those unseen jurisdictions, you can begin. I have one of my dear brothers. He's been really, really, really instrumental in breaking down spiritual contracts. So when you make alliances and have spiritual contracts with these other entities and energies, how many of you all know that your life on earth will put you head and shoulders above all else? But you first need to build and take time to learn it and to connect with it. Talk black to me. Vicki, you're an angel, and I hope that your health gets better because you are every black woman. Pretty vocal. You speak to realness. I'm sorry I'm using voice to text. Thank you, precious. That is so kind of you. I have been making major gains in my health. Some of you may or may not know that your sister with the curly braids could have been out of here on multiple occasions. I had so many different things, the matter, different body parts, different organs. And how many of you all know I'm still here? And I have been overcoming and making great gains. I'm just moving and perfecting. Talk black to me. Thank you so much for your blessings. I receive it. So make sure that you're a part of my email list at VickiPlanet.com so that when this school, which is only going to be $40-some a month, family, you're going to get a powerful, extraordinary mastermind at least once a month with some insights so that you are inspired with specific rituals that you can activate in your life. But this is not just a spiritual get rich quick scheme. This is those that's about their spiritual life for real. Because see, when you become the thing, when you start to form yourself in such a spiritual way, how many of you all know that you'll receive and manifest back to back in a domino effect way breakthroughs? We're becoming this. We for real this. That requires a certain type of discipline. So these are the people that I'm trying to rock with at the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. $40-some a month. Come on, family. For a high-powered mastermind course that if you activated, it will absolutely change your life. Vicki, get to where you're going. Okay, I got to get ready to go, family. Literally, one more thing. Let me just show you this quickly. This is under the Copyright Act of 1976. If you've got children, this is kind of explicit, some of the language this knucklehead is going to use. How many of you all know about this loser, Michael Rapaport? This white actor, comedian guy who always have some anti-black white supremacist stuff to say and always love to talk about how he's a member of the Jewish community. And he's recently come out, made a veiled threat. And to me, it ain't really veiled. He really made a threat, letting black folks know that he's paying attention to who's supporting Israel and their war against Gaza and who's not. Let me show you a brief clip. And again, if you have babies, beware, because he does use nasty language, but I'm going to cut it off because y'all know I'm real sensitive to these platforms. And so I don't like to use too much, even though it's not me saying it. I'm still very careful in the information I give you. So I'm going to cut it off, but you will get the gist in this very short few second clip. By the way, follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's VICKI Dillard. You'll see this clip there. Watch this, family. Watch what this knucklehead says. Y'all know about all the stuff that's going on in Israel and all that, even though they ignore what's happening on the continent of Africa. You all know that I do geopolitical commentary on other networks, and I talk about things here as well. But I want to show you the power of the black bloodline. I'll explain when you watch this clip.
Yo, if 20 American tourists, 20 American tourists, forget the 1,200 people that were murdered, slaughtered, civilians. If 20 American civilians, all African American, all black, all ages, were taken hostage, and 10 of them were murdered and raped, and there was 10 surviving American tourist hostages that were all black. There's not one motherfucker in this country that would be talking about ceasefire. There's not one person.
I got to cut it off because he goes on an absolute manic rant. This white Jewish man in America, just for absolutely no reason, invokes foundational Black Americans, wanting to know, talking about they upset because black folks aren't, because they want black folks not to use their energy to call for a ceasefire. The Israelis are over there taking out mass deletions, masses of the Palestinian people, committing all kind of war crimes with your very black taxpayer dollars, where we send them close to $4 billion every year since they've been in existence. We've been supporting them almost 70 years. Talk black to me, somebody. Since they created that place over there. So he's big mad and invoking us in this madness. He's not the only one. I can't play you all of this one, but this is in Hebrew. This is also my Instagram page at Vicki X Dillard. I posted this a couple of days ago. This is an Israeli musician named Lior Narkis. Y'all look him up. Lior Narkis is serenading Israeli soldiers that's getting ready to go to war to take out Palestinians. And the way he's pumping them up, I'm going to translate to you what he says in a minute. Read the words on the screen, because like I said, I'm very careful with these platforms. Even though there's certain things they allow, I still cut it off. I posted this a couple of days ago on my Instagram page. Listen to what he says here.
עזה היה שחורה, היה פח זבל. עזה, ישרמוטה. עזה היה בת 1,000 זונה. כושלאים עם אמא שלך, עזה. עזה היה בת...
Family. In that global conflict, Lior Narkis, a well-known performer, artist, Israeli artist, is translated what he said: Gaza, you black woman. Gaza, daughter of a huge whore like your mother Gaza. Gaza, you whore. Gaza, you trash. He invokes, when he begins his rant, with Gaza, you black woman. Think about that. And I gotta go. He says, Gaza, you black woman. You B. You huge whore. You whore. You trash. People keep saying, why are they invoking Black folks in this matter? And why did this man specifically say, you Black woman? I just did a powerful cosmic ancestors webinar after almost 2-year hiatus with my brother Rod Hayes. I specifically talked to you about the Black prophetesses that were known as the Sibyls. They were not a religious group of women. These were high-level matriarchs that carried cosmic codes. And both Black and white nations and military came to these women for insight before they made major decisions. And the whole wide world whitewashed their authority. And every major religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, every single major religion, some of their high-level rituals can be traced to them. We gave a big emphasis and gave you all types of receipts on how specifically the Vatican and even the literal geographical location where the Vatican is situated is literally their pagan location where they used to prophesy. We broke down for you that when the book of Revelation talks about 7 churches, those weren't 7 churches. Those were 7 of their temples where they were persecuted. And they even prophesied their own end, but it's a new day, baby. Let me tell you something, it's a new day. And they're rising up through the modern, through Black women and Black men to restore their rule in the earth. Yes, you. What's happening in Sudan, what's happening in the Congo, what's happening throughout the Sahel, what's happening in the United States of America to us. And yes, Gaza and Israel has everything to do with them. These women were known throughout the modern world, including Greece and Rome. They were there before the Anglo-Saxons and the white-skinned folk. Y'all ain't ready for this. And the world reached its height in agriculture, mathematics, science, religion, spirituality, and every known metric under their guidance. So the reason why the world has been in a hell of a condition is because you disrespect your mothers. And so for those of you that don't understand, and you all keep using logic, somebody say magic over logic. You keep using just logic to understand why would this Israeli artist out of nowhere seemingly invoke Gaza, you Black woman, you B, you trash, you whore. It's spiritual. And some of you don't get it. But I break down a part of that principle when I'm talking about my last ancestor webinar that was just 3.5 hours long. Get the replay. My moderators have already put the link for the replay in the chat. If you want something you never had, you better do something you never done. For the replay. It's not sufficient for you to sit there and say, wonder out loud, wonder why he said that. Why they don't just leave us out of it. What do you mean why they don't leave us out of it? There's a higher unseen government that's over your head. God, today. I said there's an unseen government that's situated over your head. And they're transacting intergalactic business that you know nothing about. And if you had any sense, you would connect to this replay and make the investment so that you can have this high wisdom and you're automatically included in the rituals to break negative spells and hexes and curses in your bloodline and to reprogram it. How many of you all know we get better results when there's more of us that come in together? My sister, Miss Sharice in the chat said she don't even call the webinar. She said she calls it a summit because if you had any sense, you would know that if you are part of this high-level assembly that's greater than any modern Illuminati council, it's greater than any UN convening. It's more important than the war room in the United States in Washington, D.C. You would make the investment because you would know that you would see results in your family and in your future if you had any sense. I gotta go, but I just wanted to come to you very quickly. I love you so much. Be sure to check out the link that's posted there also, because how many of you all know I only got a few more days. Remember, we only made a very small, restricted hard copy of my Goddess Luxury Magazine. This is my fall issue of Venus Luxury Magazine. How many of you all know I don't think it's right that only the 6, 7, and 8-figure people get to experience luxury. I put this Goddess magazine together. I've never known of any Black luxury magazine ever. And of course, I'm a small business, so it took us a minute to put it together. There were some delays due to my health and some other things because this has been in my heart for a long time. But it's actually officially manifesting. So this is a pre-sale. I'm only making my first hard copy in a pre-sale form. The rest is going to be digital in a few weeks. This first group that gets this small, limited hard copy, you're going to be real special. Inside of this, I'm giving sacred secrets and activations of womb secrets of the divine feminine. How many of you all know that women are meant to manifest differently? Some of us have even experienced negative health issues. Some of us have experienced other blocks because we have been taught and programmed to manifest like men. That's not what we're meant to do. And luxury is not something that just the rich should be able to have. So I'm redefining luxury for the everyday woman. So some of the information I'm going to be sharing in all of my luxury magazines, some of them are sacred secrets that were taught to only the initiated feminines in old ancient mystery schools like the Isis temples. The magazine is an experience. So Black to me! And I'm so excited about it. Look, ladies, look at my back cover. Look at me. I'm prophesying my future. Talk Black to me. I don't care if they like it or lump it. So you can imagine the inside is so good. The information is so good. It's actual activations. So you really need to see this as a goddess secret society. So every time you get one of these in the mail or we release them digitally, sis, I want you to know that you're part of a sacred group. Somebody sitting there saying, yes, queen. Brothers, don't play with me. You ain't out of this. You get this for the lovely lady in your life. Get this for your sister. Get this for your mama. Get this for your woman. Talk Black to me. Get this for your daughter. You're going to thank me after she get 2 or 3 of these because we're going to be activating this. Let us manifest the way we're meant to manifest, because when we're able to move in our predominant energy, everybody benefits. So just go to VickiPlanet.com. The link that's posted above is the link that you can order this. I'm only making this available for a few more days this week, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we almost halfway there with the sales. And all of you that have been giving on my Cash App, PayPal, y'all have really been blowing my mind. Let me tell y'all something. The support has been out of this world over the past couple of weeks. One of my brothers, watch this. I'm not going to say his name. Real strong supporter. He sent me $150 on my Cash App, right? Guess what he put in the memo? I'm not going to say his name because I didn't ask his permission to say his name. Y'all watch this. He sent me $150. This was the day, y'all. I woke up to the coin sound. Talk Black to me. That's a beautiful way of waking up. Is when your money is ringing. Watch this. So he sent me $150 on Cash App, and in the memo he said, "We don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but we gonna eat." He bought my whole Thanksgiving. So Aquarius girl. Did you hear what I said, sis? He sent me $150. Said, we don't celebrate no Thanksgiving, but we gonna eat. So how many of y'all know I'm sure finna give my assistant this money so she can do what she needs to do? Y'all, I gotta go. I'm way over. I'm 13 minutes over. I love y'all so much. I'm your sister with the color braids, Vicki Dillard. Y'all hit up those links. Follow me on Instagram at VickiX. We got so many yummy things coming up. I'm so excited. Family, I don't care how hard it is. I don't care the difficulty. We're never going to quit. Like I told you before, a woman is in labor when she's in pain. It's because she's getting ready to birth. And may we never forget it. I love you so much. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I can't wait to see you again.